Hmm. Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 10 of my weekly affirmations for creatives. I'm Michelle Tracy Berger, and if you happen to be new, I have been posting a affirmation that is a tool for creative people. And I also have other videos about different techniques related to affirmations. I believe that affirmations are a super powerful tool when used consciously that can really support and uplift our creative selves. Week 10's affirmation: I befriend time. Doing so helps me to manage and enjoy my creative life. I befriend time. Doing so helps me to manage and enjoy my creative life. Third time. I befriend time. Doing so helps me to manage and enjoy my creative life. Whew. Now, time is something that we all struggle with as creatives, usually. Getting enough time, having enough time, making enough time, creating time. And wouldn't it be nice if we could interrogate, reflect on, maybe change if we have an adversarial relationship to time? And I know that takes a lot of work, and that's beyond the scope of this video, even though I do, if you get into my creative community, which you can find the description of how to do that below, in terms of my newsletter, I talk a lot about and share techniques. And of course, I can help you, support you as a coach, but in terms of, I might do a separate video actually on time, now that I'm thinking about it, but it's something that we all have to wrestle with as creative people. And we often think having more time will make things perfect, but that's usually not true. Um, Having unstructured time is not always the answer, right? And so to get our work done in a 24-hour day or over 7 days, we have to do that dance with time. And this affirmation allows you to get a sense of, how do you feel about that? I befriend time. How does that even feel in your body? How does that land for you? Is that possible? And you can always, I find that if you really are resistant to an affirmation or it triggers something in you, that's a great place to explore. That's a great place to journal and to get in there and ask yourself some questions. And I have a resource for you that I pulled off the shelf. And one of the most amazing books that I've ever read, seen by, it's called Creating Time by Marney Makridakis. Yeah, Marney Makridakis, amazing. She's a creativity coach. She's an author. One of the only books that I've ever seen that really tackles time in a creative way. She's got amazing, she's an artist. She's got amazing images. She's got self-discovery prompts. It's super, super cool. So it came out a while ago, but you can still get it if you need some support. And she has art assignments, and they're all related to this relationship with time and how to think about time differently, how to get some new stories about time for yourself, different metaphors. This is an amazing book. But one of the things that I'll just read a couple of questions that she has in one of the assignments, because she has a whole thing about we're often worrying about time, and she has some self-discovery questions. What do you find yourself saying or thinking over and over about time? If you're not sure, ask a friend or a loved one if there's a recurring theme in what you say about time. How might your life be different if you did not worry or complain about time? Imagine that you could snap your fingers and all your time anxieties would be gone. Who are you now? What is your first thought and feeling about this prospect? What have you discovered about the roles that worry and anxiety about time play in your life? This is a powerful book, powerful questions, powerful assignment. So I think it's worth a look about thinking about time if that is something that you struggle with. And knowing that other artists, other creatives also wrestle with this and have to find new, sometimes new patterns, have to create new patterns. Sometimes it's about, as a creative person, enforcing boundaries with family members or others who might encroach upon your creative time, let's say. Sometimes it's about getting clear about what you need the time for, and then doing more, having more dedicated time. Like if you know that you're going into a cycle or season that you're not going to be able to have more consistent time for your projects, then it might be like, well, do you need to plan a retreat, an overnight retreat somewhere? It could just be going to a local hotel. I did this to really good effect. I took myself on a writing retreat at a local hotel last year, and it was one of the best things I've ever done for myself. And I just made the commitment, and had the money, thankfully, to be able to do that. And I knew that I needed a block of time, uninterrupted, and where I could do an intensive focus on one project. Now, I can definitely and have done more incremental uses of time, but I needed that kind of real intense focus for a short period, and was able to get a project done that I really wanted to get done. So lots of creative ways to think about time. Sometimes it's chunking things down, so you actually need less time, or you use a smaller increment of time to get something done than thinking, oh, I have to have, hours and hours and hours during the weekend, which can conflict with, other commitments and obligations you have. Let me know, how are you with time? Have you got that figured out for this year? Are you kind of trying some new things? Please let me know in the comments. We're a growing community and we all learn from each other. Let me know how this lands for you. And of course, if you found value from this video, please like it, and think about subscribing, as I do videos about all sorts of topics related to creativity, as well as this affirmation project I'm doing. And you'll find out how to get into my community in the description below. And until next week, have great fun and learn lots by practicing this affirmation or another one. See you soon.